What's up? This is Randy from NERDOUT. I'm solo, but I'm just gonna give you a little tour of the new toy shop. Opened about 2 weeks ago, so please bear with it. It's growing. Soon it's gonna be toys on top of toys on top of toys. We are at 8106 West 9 Mile Road in Oak Park, Michigan. It's the brightest green building you could possibly find. I don't know, it's borderline abrasive, but if you're gonna do it big, right? Do it bold. So anyways, I'm just gonna give you a little tour of what the shop is so far. Again, I'm constantly putting stuff up, putting stuff out. It's a mess, but join me nevertheless. All right, and just pretend Brian's here. That's what I do if I'm bored and lonely and whatnot. Okay. So, as you can tell, those are the new lime green NERDOUT seats. I love them, the chairs. I got them at Amazon. I love them. They're so, those little buttons remind me of something my dad or grandfather had in the 70s, And then here's like the back wall. It's just starting to fill up. And this is behind the chairs. Just hung up some pictures, some toys. It's gonna get more full. Obviously, I don't particularly like any empty spaces. So then we come over here, and again, this is like the like more modern Star Wars stuff. You know, you gotta have the Star Wars stuff, and as it grows, I'll have some of the newer figures and whatnot. But until I start getting people in the door, I'm not gonna start ordering too much. I'm just think I got enough, but. Hanging things from that nasty ceiling. This ceiling is pretty nasty too, but whatever. I mean, I think all the lights are uneven, but we do what we can. So here's I got these awesome red showcases. I love them. I got 4 of them, and they sort of just remind me of something that would have been in Circus World or KB Toys back in the day, and I love them. Anyways, let's see. Again, this is really hard to tour or whatever, but it's got a bunch of Mezcos in there. Yeah, some of them were from my personal collection, some of them were not. There is a nipple-less Dark Knight Mutant Leader. That's right, check this out. 1 nipple. That was thanks to Nick, he gave me that. I don't know, no one's gonna buy a nipple-less mutant, but it looked cool, so I put it in there. Alright, so we got some Mezcos. It's a cool jumbo Boba Fett. There's some just, you gotta have some Playmate Star Trek figures, but there's some sweet Dune stuff. That board game is an extra, because I wouldn't sell my personal board game. Alright, here's some like loose, modern, and vintage figures. I went the expensive route. I put them in these, I guess they're ProTech cases. It costs a lot more to do that, but you know what? I'm anal retentive, and if it costs a little bit more for it to look better, then it was worth it to me. So I'll just try to come around. This is just fun. Like, seriously, there's just little PVCs and stuff you can dig through. There's just all sorts of weird stuff because I like weird stuff. And then here's some more. Look, there's some Cops and Crooks. There's some cool, weird He-Man figures. Here's some complete loose Transformers. Just whatever. Those are those cute little banana things. My daughter liked them, so I bought them. There's some cool loose figures. There's some weird stuff in here, too. I love the weird stuff. There's a lot of Super 7 Reaction loose figures in there. Some good ones, too. But there's some really weird stuff. There's some mass stuff, Dino Rider stuff, fun stuff. All right, and then more stuff. Let's see. And then I started getting a lot of turtle stuff because my buddy Nick is into turtles, so he's helped me match up, and it's becoming compulsive to get turtle stuff. I think there's some good turtles in there. So I'm building my turtles collection solely because of my friend's own compulsion. All right, so here's the counter. I'm gonna fill this counter with stickers and stuff. So send me some cool stickers. I'll put them on. Creative Juice sent me a lot of them, and I wish I had more of the ones he sent me, but I put them on my wall in my basement. Here's some showcase stuff I'm starting to fill up. There's some cool stuff, some Migos that are reflecting. I like these blind boxes. They're right by the counter, which is great because they're super addictive. You just open them right at the counter and you buy more. There's some cassettes. Does anyone know what cassettes are? They're these things in the 1970s and 80s that we used to rock in a Walkman. Do you guys know what a Walkman is? That's a Care Bears Walkman. That's adorable. Let's see what else we got. We got Pickle Rick. I got some cool coloring books in there. Some vintage Star Wars, and GoBots. Even if you don't want the GoBots, I like the GoBots, and I want to offer them to anyone else who likes GoBots. Here's some vintage Joe stuff and some other stuff. I will be loading this up with vintage Joes, but these are some pretty minty Joe stuff, and Clash of the Titans and whatnot. And this is just like a rack of fun stuff. This is behind the counter. I just kind of mishmash, and that's obviously where I take my pictures. Real classy setup, huh? That's sarcasm. That's my cool Japanese Transformers, the movie poster, and the cool G.I. Joe poster. Love it. Marvel Legends. You see Marvel Legends back there? Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get to Marvel Legends, there's some vinyl records. You know what records are? Records. Yeah, so I'd like to carry more records. Extras. This is cool. This is my bin of muscles. You can come in and buy some muscle and Monsters in My Pocket and Army Ants. Come on, man. What a deal. Army Ants. Those were great. All right, so now we'll get to... hold on, we gotta... yeah, here you go. Some floor-to-ceiling Marvel Legends. And again, got some loose ones, but getting some more in. This is some other fairly new stuff. Some Madball stuff. Very cool. Some NECA stuff. I'll be getting more of that in. Just some miscellaneous stuff. And then the Super 7... reaction stuff. There's Pee-wee. Oh man, I love Pee-wee. I want to get the rest of them. I didn't get them. And Slayer and Teen Wolf. We'll be carrying a lot of those. Look, there's some Phantom Star Killers too. These the Boss Fight Studios for Trivian Hacks. I don't know anywhere else in Michigan where you can walk into a store and find them. And if you don't have them yet, you really ought to at least check them out. They're pretty cool, man. I mean, how do you beat a skeleton warrior? I mean, that's a must. You gotta have a skeleton warrior. All right, let's see. All right, so these are just like little racks that I just put some nonsense on. Some more Transformers stuff. Cool Marvel cups. I like those things. Dollar bins. Just some basic carded stuff. Oh, that's my Robotech arcade. Yeah, I had to part with it. It sucks, but I had to. Let's see. Nick gave me that Sweet Turtle poster. There's the front door. This is the first thing I bought was my vending machine, and not one person yet has put a quarter in my machines, and I think I have the coolest vending machine toy. The coolest. Look at those Warbots. Can you see those? Those are awesome. How come no one has bought a single vending machine toy? Micro Mutants? I don't know. I can't explain people's buying habits. These are just like some miscellaneous stuff. Little Pound Puppies are cool. Yeah, I did get Nerd Out shirts. No one's bought in those either. Bought in those, is that a word? No one has bought a Nerd Out shirt. That's okay. I guess that was for my own ego. Maybe that is a bit narcissistic to create shirts for your own business, but I don't care. I thought they looked cool, so I went for it. This is probably my most, I don't know, my favorite, but like, oh, there's a cool G.I. Joe poster. Magnus got me. I like this showcase because it's just a little bit mix of everything. And I'm gonna be loading these up and cleaning them up a little bit. Like I said, it's been an adventure to get everything in. My record breakers, not mine. The shop's record breakers. These are all for sale, and they are sealed, and they are just like they look like they pretty much. Sitting in a Toys R Us. I love it. And there's the record breaker track. And they're reasonably priced, which is great. These are some dollar bins. It's fun to go through dollar bins. There are some cool stuff in there. You know, you got to put some cool stuff in the dollar bins so people can find the treasures. Some Masters of the Universe. Busted up X-Wing. Some other stuff. Some good old 90s stuff, Ultron. I should back up. This is Transformers and robots. There's so much in there. And Power Rangers, man. Power Rangers in the cool red showcases. It's making you dizzy. Making me dizzy. And I had to get here's the Funko Pops. I got nothing against Funko Pops. People love them. So I had to get them, and I actually have a Dune one coming in, which is pretty awesome. It's a half naked Fade from Dune. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone likes Funko Pops, so I decided I would get some, so you can have some. Oh, here's Transformers. A bunch of Transformers stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Transformers. There's a Kid Sis. There's some loose Star Wars figures. There's a register. I'll do a little 360. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna try to get a better shot of the store from the very back end, so you can get a nice view of it. That's a decent view. So, anyways, let me get a clip of what it looks like outside too, just to make sure that you don't miss it if you happen to drive by. We'll take a little walk. There is a lot to see, and there is a lot to still put out. I feel like I should give you a secret behind the scenes back room sneak peek, but I'm not going to, because some things are better left unknown. Oh yeah, there's some more mods in my pocket, and monsters, and soldiers, and whatnot. And the new Star Wars figure, Black Jedi Knight Luke, and the 3 4th inch one. Gotta have Luke. Alright, I'm going to quickly look at that battle. I'm gonna actually take that Battle Beast lunchbox home if it's not sold by the weekend. I don't have that in my personal collection, and that's just too cool. Even though I should not. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly go outside and show you the front. Alright, it's absolutely rainy and crappy out, and I'm not gonna stand out here much longer. But this is the abrasive green with the great orange logo. I like it. I'm very satisfied with the job it was done. So that's it. I like the open sign too. It's very neon-ish. Here, there's me. There's the hours. 11 to 7. Closed Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm off in here though. All right, so we're walking back in, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna go walk all the way back to my awesome green seats, and I'm gonna take a little seat. All right, well, that was a little sneak preview of the NerdOut store. Again, 8106 West 9 Mile Road, and that's in Oak Park, Michigan, just west of Ferndale, Michigan, which is like kind of a hip area. No, it is a hip area. If you're ever in the Metro Detroit area, stop by. And again, follow me on all the Instagram, Twitters, and Facebooks, and write good reviews, because that's the only way people see me, I guess. And I'm getting new stuff every day, putting out new stuff every day. Buy, sell, trade. Buy, sell, trade. Come by, hang out, sit in the green chair. Buy some vintage to new toys. Until next time, nerd out! It just feels weird without Brian. Where is Brian? I don't know. Anyways, he's got his own job, I guess. Luke Jedi review coming soon!